Hello everybody, and welcome. Today, I'm going to be doing a sort of general reading here. I'm going to be using a new oracle deck. So I'm going to be reading from the book for a lot of this reading, and that is also because this book comes with a small poem for each card, but it's not on the card, it's in the book. So yeah. Here, we're going to be taking a look at your overall energy, your current energy, challenge, future, something that you're unaware of, and then we're going to get you some advice, take a look at the outcome, as well as what's working for you at this time and what's working against you at this time. Now, this particular video is for the sign of Pisces. Alright, let's see. Alright, so, at the bottom of the deck here, we have pause for reflection. The poem on this card reads, "The moon reflected on all she had seen for millions of years, and her conclusion, as ours will be, is luminous." The description of this card reads, "Create a space to reflect on all you know, and the insight you've gathered from your recent experience. Sit inside that sacred space, and be still. Listen. Consider. Now is not the time for action, but for waiting. The master doesn't strive or chase. She is present and can welcome all things in their own time." Yeah, I definitely get the vibe here that this may be something that you sort of struggle with, like being present in the moment. And I mean, honestly, alright. Honestly, a lot of people are. I mean, you'd probably be surprised to, realize exactly how many people really have difficulty with something like that, you know? And there's no shame in it. It happens. What matters is, you realize that that's happening, and then you work on it. You can miss a lot of opportunities by not staying present in the moment. And, it's really difficult to genuinely enjoy things, enjoy people, when you're not present in the moment. You want to be fully conscious and aware. To me, this is sort of like the moon card in the tarot. Alright, so in the position of your overall energy, we have ask for help. The poem for this card reads, "Inherent in looking up at the sky, or out upon an ocean, or at a small stream, or upon a flower, is in a real way saying, 'Help me be as beautiful as you.'" The description of this card reads, "We struggle as a culture with vulnerability, believing it makes us weak. But there is a magic in letting people see our humanity, our need. Open up the possibility to be met and aided in marvelous new ways. You are not required to do it all. In fact, doing it all strips your essence bare and limits the essential kindness that others desperately need to express. The alchemy of creative synergy can be found in this simple recipe: offer what you can and ask for what you need." Yeah, I get a lot of emphasis here on like teamwork, and this is further clarified by the Two of Wands. Now, to me, this speaks of, the hesitation, the amount of time that it takes you to really think before, asking somebody for help. It's like, asking for help really kind of puts you at a bit of like a crossroads of sorts. Alright, now in the position of your current energy, we have guidance is golden. The poem for this card reads, "Trust the guidance of intuition that is radiant in every soul if it will not hurt anyone and helps make them laugh." The description of this card reads, "You don't need to make every decision on your own, and you don't need to take others' advice in order to feel secure in your decision. Inviting counsel is a sign of a wise mind, so listen, gather insight, and see the issue from multiple angles. Ask your confidants and counselors to consider your situation and hold it up to the light. View it, like a crystal, through as many prisms as possible to see which one holds the most radiance for you. Some unique gem of enlightenment may spring from the counseling itself, providing new, rich, rewarding possibilities." And this is further clarified by the Lovers. So this could definitely have to do with a love situation of sorts. Or, maybe I definitely get that there's a decision that, you might have to make between two people. So, you're really, like, you're trying to get different perspectives on the situation to help you, figure out which direction to go moving forward. Now, the interesting thing about this particular tarot deck, and actually the reason that I got it, is because when I read the description on the back of the box, it stated how there was not one, but three different versions of the Lover's card in the deck, which is something that I had never seen before. But yeah, this is a great deck. Honestly, this is why I love going to like bookshops, like not like big name chain bookshops, but like mom and pop's bookshops, like owned by individuals, not corporations. Alright, now in the position of your challenge, we have Kindle Love. The poem for this card reads, "The eye and body a sacred candle tenderness and compassion ignites." The description of this card reads, "It is in your best interest to be very tender with yourself, to forgive, understand, and adore the complex wonder that you are, When you kindle loving compassion inwardly, you also radiate it outwardly, and life begins to respond to that choice. The cells of your body and the very cells of the air are compelled by that energy, creating a love vortex. And love? It's a lot like acid, dissolving everything that is unlike itself. And to further clarify that, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You know, I feel like you really have difficulty, like, as you go through, right? You're taking stock of things in your life. And as you're doing that, right, that involves, looking back as well as looking to the present and looking forward. And when you're looking to the past, I feel like you have difficulty, giving yourself credit, right? You have difficulty, like, really being kind to yourself when it comes to things that may have happened in the past, situations that you were in, ways that you may have reacted that may not have been the best. It seems like you're probably very harsh on yourself. And what you're having difficulty with, is really finding that compassion for yourself. And that's sort of like detrimental here because, having that compassion for yourself will help you to move forward in a more positive, like, direction. Now for your future, we have play. The poem for this card reads, "Such nutrients in play, maybe more than even in prayer." The description of this card reads, "When we play, we forget who we think we are, and all manner of possibility rushes in. Now is the time to shake off the shackles of heavy responsibility. Go outside and search the skies for clouds shaped like friends. Make a blanket fort in the middle of your living room. Color outside the lines. Skip down the aisles of the grocery store. Rekindle your relationship with the inner child who knows the secret to joy is play." And to further clarify that, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like in the future, right, you realize the importance of balance in your life. You could be somebody that really just kind of, like, focuses on, like, the more serious things, focuses on, like, work and making money and that aspect of life, not so much the area of enjoyment in your life. I feel like, with the King of Swords here, you're really trying to, like, stand strong in, like, your morals and the things you believe in, and that doesn't leave you much time for play. That doesn't leave you much time for things that bring you joy, that connect you to your inner child and leave your inner child feeling so satisfied. And I mean, honestly, that's something that a lot of us struggle with, especially nowadays with this whole hustle culture shit, and you know the focus on the financial. And I'm not saying that within itself is a bad thing, but I feel like there's a balance that's required in between both in order to, like, genuinely, excuse me, be able to enjoy one's life. Now, for something you're unaware of, we have engage trust. The poem for this card reads, Love loves what it loves because of trust. The description of this card reads, We cannot know what the future holds, nor are we ever guaranteed safety or security. So we must trust what is unseen and allow our wellness to rest in what the universe has in store for us. At any given moment, everything is working out for you. It's not happening to you, but for you. This is the trust that allows the wings of the psyche to unfurl. And to further clarify that, we have the Page of Cups. Now, for, as far as like what you're unaware of, this kind of like goes back to the whole like not really like having that like work-life balance, or rather work-play balance in your life, causing you to, have difficulty staying present, having difficulty, genuinely enjoying people, places, and things. And a part of that is, that'll put you in a place to feel like, things are happening to you, not for you. You could be experiencing things like the fear of missing out, right? And what you need to do is really like trust that everything is working out for you. Trust that, the universe is working with you on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, on whatever it is, you're currently working on. Or even, just in general. You don't have to be working on anything, but it's like, you're really just being asked to trust that things are going as they are meant to be, and things will, result as they're meant to result here. And with that, with the Page of Cups here as a clarifier, this could speak to you getting like an apology coming in that you may have, you may have a difficult time trusting this individual, trusting that this apology is genuine, and you're just being asked to, go with the flow and, let the universe work its magic. Now, for your advice here, we have set your intentions. The poem for this card reads, I have never asked my heart what it most desires since that first day it loved. The description of this card reads, Every dream and every goal starts and ends with a feeling. What do you want to feel when your intentions become reality? Start by indulging that feeling right now. Get into the juicy energy of your why and set your intentions from that foundation. Your path becomes unfettered when you let your intentions guide your action. And to further clarify that, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, as far as advice, I get that you're being asked to be a little bit more selfish with your time, with your money, with your space. You need to reconnect with yourself, with what you want out of life, what you want your life to look like, building that ideal life for yourself. We all have a vision of what we would like our life to be like, what we would like our life to look like. And, a part of really being able to understand that is knowing and understanding your why. Your reason for doing these things, your reasoning for wanting these things, so that you could move forward and set intentions, set a foundation from a genuine place. Alright, now in the position of your outcome, we have offer up gratitude. The poem on this card reads, I like when the dawn, or a tree, so touches my heart, my eyes fill with tears and thanks. Whatever is going on right now, give thanks for it, even if it's a crisis that's stripped your heart bare. You can't see it now, but it's all happening for you. You've survived 100% of all your blessings and traumas to date, and all of them have created a unique force field that wouldn't exist without your journey. And gratitude expands that force field. Use it to manifest a life of wonder. Now, this is the second time in this reading that it has been stated that it's all happening for you. I feel like here, there's definitely an emphasis on like your perception of things. Now, to further clarify this, we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you've really, up to this point, felt like, you've had to, like, guard yourself, guard your energy, put up walls to keep certain situations from repeating. But you're not realizing that having your guard up is really messing with your manifestations because, gratitude is a main ingredient when it comes to manifestation. If you can't see what you have in front of you and be grateful for that, why would the universe give you something else, something better, right? And this goes back to, the beginning, talking about being present in the moment. That's how you really learn how to appreciate things. And then, how just before, I was talking about like setting intentions, looking back, giving yourself kindness as you look back on the things that have happened in your life. You have to realize you survived all of that. You made it through, you did your best, and you're still here. And, there's still time to change. You can have what you want, you can have the life that you want, but more times than not, that requires some sort of change. Now, in the position of what's working for you at this time, we have speak your truth. The poem for this card reads, the truth of who we are changes until you can hear the Buddha say, you are the very root of me, and you know that in the soul of your soul. The description of this card reads, this is not the time to say the right thing. This is the time to say the only thing, to liberate the one true thing living in your heart that craves freedom. Do not sugarcoat or overanalyze. First, get centered and quiet to hear the truth as it lives in your core, and then speak it clearly with grace and integrity. An authentic life, spoken truthfully, will cost you comfort, relationships, and security. But it is worth everything. It is the soul of your soul. And to further clarify that, we have the Ten of Swords. So, I definitely get the vibe, right? You really, at this point, you are not afraid to be honest in times when, You feel like you were betrayed, or you feel like, somebody is doing something behind your back. When situations like that arise, you're no longer, to be honest, about how you feel. You're no longer afraid to speak up when you feel like something is going on behind your back, or, you know, when you realize that a person has been acting a particular type of way that may not make much sense. You're not afraid to be honest about how you feel, what you see going on around you. Now, lastly, what's working against you at this time is establish priorities. The poem for this card reads, I like perching on a limb in the sky like the moon. The description of this card reads, your priorities are known to all around you based on your actions. We can all see what's really important to you if we observe how you spend your day, week, or year. That always makes the Friends theme song pop up in my mind. Take a close look at what master you're serving today. Are you in alignment? Do your priorities need shifting in order to keep yourself healthy and whole? This is a good time to assess where and how you are showing up and whether or not it serves your values. And to further clarify that, we have the sun. Now, here I get, you really, like, as far as this working against you, I feel like you've been out of alignment. I feel like, you've been in a place of, like, people pleasing and worrying about others' happiness, worrying about others', feelings, mental health, stability, and that's caused you to neglect yours. I feel like, in order to find genuine joy and happiness in your life here with the Sun card, you really need to prioritize yourself. You really need to take that time to take care of yourself, connect with yourself, and that's, both, mentally. I mean, that's also mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, like in every way. You really just need to put more focus on yourself. Alright, Pisces. This is the energy that I have for you today. And I do hope it serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.